has known all what he needs to help him in his studies, and I hope Abdu one day will reach his goal. But for the plan of 2008, for you, Abdu, as well as all the mishmashers watching us, step 1 was to draw a map. Step 2 is get a proven plan. Tell us more about a proven plan.
Yeah, but before we go to the proven plan, we need to do something in the first step, which is get focused. Like I ask you to assess where you are right now compared to where you want to be. Like let's talk with you for an example. Like how do you assess yourself spiritually compared to where you want to be? Just give me a number.
Let's say 10.
10?
Out of 100.
Out of 100?
Yeah.
10%, okay.
I'm just giving a random number.
Mental?
All 10s, let's say.
No.
Okay.
No.
Mentally, I would give myself 40%.
40%?
Yeah.
Okay. Emotional?
Emotional, 0%.
Why?
Yeah.
No. Zero. If you're 0, you'll be in the hospital right now. I mean, no, you're not 0. So
okay, let's
be honest.
give it, yeah.
Because the key thing is to be honest with yourself. Because it's something. I know we are on air right now, and I'm asking him
exactly.
Probably,
good interviewing, by the way.
Yeah. But the thing is that get honest with yourself and ask yourself. And talk with the man in the mirror. I mean, talk with the man in the mirror and ask yourself
for me,
the question. Yeah. And at the end, you'll find that not all the areas are equal. You'll find yourself strong in one area, but the other area is weak. So then we will ask you to decide which area do you want to start with in 2008.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so which area do you want to have the starting project?
So we shouldn't start with all the areas together.
For me, I ask in 6 months, you focus on 3 areas.
Okay.
But you're going to have one area you're going to focus on without interruption for the beginning. I mean, because you got to get very clear, get it very focused on one area, because when you start to get results, then you'll be happy. And this will push you towards. It will become like the snowball. It becomes bigger and bigger. So for you, what is going to be the starting project or the starting area that you want to improve in 2008 out of the 8 areas that we talked about?
Let's say work.
Career. Your career. So you got to focus on your career. Then we're going to follow the stages that coming. So
we pose some stages.
Yeah.
And we just focus on others.
Yeah, because you don't want your attention to be all over the place. You got to just want to focus on one area, and when you start to get the result there.
At the same time, you got to keep your attention focused on the other areas that you've mentioned before, the small ones, the health,
so some areas are good and very strong. So I recommend that don't focus and waste your time because they're well developed. But find the areas that you have weaknesses in them, and they're stopping you and putting you down. So I think those areas that needs to be focused on. To have the psychological push, like what you say, and you have leverage, you got to have pain. If you don't change right now, what you're going to lose?
That's right.
What are the things that you're going to miss out on if you don't change?
So until now, I would like just to conclude to the viewers, mapping, focusing, and we'll get to the others after we hear Saad from Ha'il. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I have an important question to Mr. Rashad. How are you, Mr. Rashad?
Yeah, please tell me, Saad.
Hi.
What is it?
Yes. What's the important first step to change our life to the best? What's the important first step to change our life to the best?
The most important step to change our life to the best?
Yes. What is the important first step to change our life to the best?
Okay, so that's what I was talking about, is like you assess your life where you are right now in those 8 areas, and you find the weakest link. So, and you focus your attention on this category of improvement, and then you have projects in them, and we go through the stages that we're going to talk about right now. So just keep up with us and keep watching, and at the end you'll find the answer for your question.
Okay,
so it's a matter of one more. It's a matter of a couple more minutes. Thank you.
So, but by the way, you took the first step. You're watching us right now, so this is the first step.
He is actually. Now moving on, Mr. Rashad, improved map. How can it really happen?
Right before I go to the map, we need to make sure one thing happens. The first step is to get committed. And commitment comes out of motivation. Motivation is either with pain and pleasure. So what you're going to miss out on, what you're going to lose if you don't change, and what you're going to gain if you change right now. So that will make it the change a must. So this is the question. And the third thing that you got to know, what's stopping you, what's keeping you back. So you got to know your barriers. The final question in the first stage is, are you committed? After you come up with the answers with yourself, you just take the paper and you just take your time. I mean, people waste their time in watching movies and do a lot of things for many hours, and they don't give their life that much time that it deserves. I mean, planning your life deserves your time. So just take your time after you come with the answers. What are the things that I'm going to miss out on? What are the pains? And how my life is going to be taken to the next level? How my happiness is going to explode if I change right now? After you answer all of that, are you committed? If you're committed, we're ready to go to stage number 2. But if you're not committed, you're wasting your time.
I'm committed. I am here.
Yes, if you're committed, we go to stage number 2. Is get a proven plan.
I am here in the episode, and I am committed. All of you are too. It's a day for you to become you and learn more about how you can really bring out all the new resolutions for a new, successful 2008. About this, a report we'll be going with, but after that we're gonna come back with Mr. Rashad Fakiha, our hot topic, and yet more, the least and the last 5 more steps to learn about.
We'll be right back.
New year, new decisions, new life. Results 2008. Get clear, get focused, make the most. The ability to navigate from where you are to where you want to be requires a map. But you have to know where you are today, or the map is worthless. Take a moment and select each area of your life and give yourself a score on a 0 to 100% scale, where 0 means there is nothing there and 100% means you are absolutely where you want to be. The most important thing is to be honest with yourself and to remember that you are rating yourself against your own potential. Never compare yourself to others. The power in life is setting your own standards. Take the quality of your life to the next level and decide what are 3 areas you want to transform most in the next 90 days to 6 months. Get a proven plan. Being positive is not enough. It doesn't matter how positive you are. If you run east looking for a sunset, you simply will not find it. You need the right strategy.